Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. So today I'm so excited to share with you a new eyeshadow palette release from Sydney Grace, and it's in collaboration with the creator and makeup artist Kendra Matthies. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. But this is their Unveiled palette. It is so beautiful, so stunning. It is the look that I have on my eyes today. So I just want to quickly take you through the palette, share with you how I created this eye look, give you my thoughts on the palette and the formulation and all of that. Nothing major, just a cute little in and out tutorial. And that's it. But I do appreciate you all stopping by and taking a moment with me and sharing it with me on my channel. If you are new, I would love for you to click that subscribe button and join the Glam Girl Squad. Help me reach 20K very soon. Like, I want to reach 20K before the summertime. So I'd love for you to join the Glam Girl Squad. If you are a returning subscriber, you guys know I love you. I appreciate all of your support, every like, comment, shopping through my links, whatever support you do provide to me. I truly do appreciate it. I'm so happy that you're here with me. And yeah, that's it. Let's get right into this video. So like I said, this is the new Unveiled eyeshadow palette in collaboration with Kendra Matthies. And when I saw the decor of this packaging, I was like, sign me up. It's so this is the outside cartridge, and then the actual palette has the same outer packaging. I didn't even look at the name, and I was like, this definitely is like bridal themed, like has to be. This is the back side of the palette, and what's great about this eyeshadow palette is that it does come in a light version and a deep version, but look at the actual shades. Comes with a nice size mirror here, and I like that the cardboard is nice and sturdy. And you know, guys, you look at these tones and they're not tones that we have not seen in the industry, but they are perfect. Perfect bridal makeup, bridal party makeup, soft glam looks on in, everyday makeup looks on in, work appropriate looks on it. Like, literally, this palette can suit any type of look, any type of environment, anything really that you're looking for. And the creator for this palette, I'm going to read to you what she wrote, because I always like to know what was the inspiration, why do people create things the way that they do. It provides a lot of context to the product and helps you to have a better understanding of it. So she says, "Hi friend, I'm so excited to finally announce my collab with Sydney Grace on this wedding themed palette, the Unveiled palette. This palette encapsulates the 3 most requested looks I have as a bridal makeup artist. Those would be the soft glam pinks, the warm browns and golds, and the cool toned smoky eyes. It has been a dream working with Sydney Grace for the past year to create some of my favorite shades and design this beautiful palette. I loved being able to add special nods to my lifeless shade names like Hi Bride and Happy Wedding Day to honor my TikTok, and Forever and Always to honor my husband. Of course, I also had to add some Kanai kisses from my dog too. I'm so happy to say that this palette is available in light and deep for anyone to use for any occasion, big or small. Thank you to my followers for always supporting me and my dreams, the Sydney Grace team for making one of my dreams come true, and my family for rooting me on and pushing me to reach for the stars." So this palette did launch on Monday, January the 15th, and it does retail for $52. And those are the details of the palette. So looking at the palette once again, all of the 3 major classifications of looks that she called out, you can see outlined here. You've got your pinks here, you've got your warm golds, and then you have your more neutral, more smoky tones for that cooler tone smoky eye look. So for me, if you know me, I love me some pink. That's what I love to put on my eyes. That's what I gravitate to with makeup. So I wanted to try out the cooler tones of the palette, some of the browns. Depending on when I upload this video, if I do create another look, I will just show that while I'm talking. That way you can get multiple looks. But I already know for sure I will be reaching for this palette multiple times. It's so pretty, definitely great for travel. And with Sydney Grace, it's never a matter of if the quality is there, because the quality is there. You're getting one swipe full-on pigmentation. And another thing that I do like about when they do create their eyeshadow palettes and they give us a deeper version and a lighter version, you're getting the same actual tones. One's a little lighter, that will be more suitable for lighter complexions. One's a little deeper. So sometimes when the brands give you a couple of different variations of product for, you know, lighter skin, tan skin, and deeper skin, you're getting different colors. And depending on what the product is, yes, you will need to get a different color. But sometimes I like the lighter tone colors. I just need them deeper. So I like that Sydney Grace does do that, that they try to keep the color scheme the same, but just deepen the shade so that it is going to work better for deeper complexions. I will say that this eyeshadow palette is going to work for a plethora of complexions. I do not have the light palette, but for me, I would say that even the deeper palette could probably work for some lighter complexions, just depending on how light your skin is, and then also depending on how you like for tones to look on you. Because you've got this shade here called Can I Kisses, and I know you've already seen swatches, but this is definitely a lighter type of shade. But what I like about it is that it's not gonna look ashy. So you see it swatched on the back of my ashy hands. Okay, let's not focus on the ash on the hands. But you can see that it doesn't look ashy or gray tone to where it's gonna like not be complimentary to my complexion. So I started off this eye look, the one that I'm wearing now, with Can I Kisses, and I was like, I like. Okay, then I went on to I Do, and as I went into I Do to act as a contoured shade for my eyes, I wanted to kind of draw you into the eye. I knew I wanted to go for something smoky. At first I had so many ideas with this palette. I was like, maybe I should create the eye look that I would have now if I were a bride. Like if I were getting married, what would my eye look be? And I'll be honest, today I have been in a funk all day today. It's been one of those days where it's just like drabby, right? So I wasn't in all the mood because, honey, I was going to take my veil out. I was going to like do it up. And I just said, I really just need to sit down and create for therapy. Like, let this be my therapy for today. So that's why we had this look here. So I was like, this may not have been the eye look I would have chosen for my wedding day, but you guys, in all honesty, this probably would have been the eye look I would have chosen for my wedding day. Like if I were getting married now, because I love how like smoky and vampy it kind of is. It's not too much, for me at least, but it ain't real subtle, okay? So I don't know, this might have been like the type of look I would have gone for if I were getting married today. Okay, so I went in with I Do to start like carving out the contours of the eye, and then I was like, oh, wait a second. This actually works as a really nice contour shade for my nose. And so I just started taking it down my nose, and like that is the contour that you see on my nose, and I absolutely love it. I was not expecting it. I wasn't going for that, but hey, that's also another great thing about makeup. It just surprises us when you just let the makeup guide you, because that's what it was doing today. I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I do know I want to use the cooler tones, and we're just gonna let the makeup talk to me, and that's how we're gonna apply it. So then after I Do, I went in with Unity, and I used Unity to like deepen up the crease of the eye to start kind of bringing the smoke. And so I mixed these two shades together. Well, at first I was going to mix them. Then I was like, I kind of want to see what they look like on their own before I mix them. So first I went in with the shade called It's Your Day. Love this. Give me a gunmetal type of shade any day. Gunmetal shimmer, give it to me any day. I love tones like this. And so I saw it, and at first I was like, should I stop here? And then the makeup was like, no, don't stop. Like, keep going. So I was like, okay. And then I went into Tie the Knot, and I applied Tie the Knot here, and then I started mixing it in with this like gunmetal shade, and I was like, absolutely exactly what I thought it was going to be. It is exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I loved these two together. I love also like the shifts in these tones too. Like when you look at them, you see like, especially with like this gold one, you see kind of like that old gold. It's kind of like a rusty gold. And it's bronzy. It's really, really beautiful. And I know if I would have used my finger, I could have gotten even more pigmentation, but I like how it is on my eyes. I didn't want it to be too intense because I really wanted both of these shades to blend together. And you can see the blend like right here towards the outer edge of the eye, where you can see both of those shades blended together, and they are scrumptious. Love, love, love this. Okay, so we're here, right? And I'm like, all right, we got to go to the lower lash line. Like, what am I going to do? So I took the black shade because I'm like, how black is this black? Okay, the black is black. It is black. It's easy to work with. Granted, I was working in a small area, but I could tell, like, it's not skipping. It's not like a chalky black that doesn't move easily. It blended really easily when I blended it with Unity. It was so, like, I really enjoyed it. It's very pigmented though, because I was trying to do like a cat eye with the black shadow on this corner, inner corner of my eye, and I drug my cat liner out too far. So I was like, shoot, I gotta clean it up. And you might see like still a little bit of darkness peeking through here where like I tried to clean it up, but like that black won't come off. I was like, okay. Maybe I want to do my eyes first if I'm using the black. That way if I mess up, I can like really clean it up. I think I got the majority of it away, but like I can still see it. And I was just like, oh, well, we're just going to ride with it today. But this is a pigmented black, which I'm very happy about because you could for sure use it as liner like I did today on the lower lash line. And then I went in with Unity, like I said, to smoke out the lower lash line. The black blended really nicely. And guys, at this point in the game, I literally was like, I don't know if I like this eye look. I think it might look trash because I have not sat down and used like full-on eyeshadows and done like a semi-glam look. I feel like it's been forever. It has for sure been like a good month and a half. So I felt very like, I don't know what I'm doing. This looks like trash. And I was just like, just keep going, put some lashes on, and then see what we look like with the lashes. Of course, the lashes, like, I feel like no matter how bad you think your eye looks, throw some lashes on, and it's going to be like, look at you. I swear, lashes are a game changer. So for the inner corner, I was like, okay, what do I want to do? And I was like, I like the cooler tone that this eye has. So I took this shade here called High Bride, and I swirled my brush in it because I wanted it to be a light inner corner highlight. I didn't want it to be like anything intense. And I really liked like the touch of light that it gave the inner corner. It's kind of worn off just a smidge because I did this eye look hours ago, but I love the way that my eye look came out. I cannot wait to dab into these shades. And honestly, like this shade and this shade right here, I could probably use these as blushes too. Let's do it. It's the end of the day. Let's take out a little brush, shall we? So I'm gonna go in with the BK Beauty X Nikki LaRoche. This is the N14 brush. Haha, Blushing Bride. Maybe that's what they meant, like the pun was intended. But it's this shade right here that I'm gonna go in with. And oh yeah, I can tell. But like pigmentation, oh yeah, look at that. Look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. I love this. I wish I would have thought of this earlier. I would have just used this as blush. I didn't think of it earlier. But yeah, I'm really, really, really liking how this looks as a blush for sure. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, I really, really like that. So yeah, I'm really happy with this eye look. And that is the eye look, like literally the eye look. Definitely I'm gonna go back in here, use these pink tones, use the warm tones, but I feel like you could get so many looks out of this palette. They can be very subtle looks if you want them to be, and then you can bring the drama, especially with these deeper tones right here. I think that if you have a nice, rich, deep complexion, these two shades are going to work for you as maybe transition shades or like smoke shades. Definitely the black for a smoke shade. But I would say that this is a palette that I think could work for deeper complexions, to where you wouldn't look at this palette and be like, okay, I can really only just kind of stay right here and that's it. These pinker tones are not chalky looking against the skin. Like Blushing Bride, I did not think it was going to be as blushing. Like I thought it was going to be a little softer in its tone. But as you can see, like eyes be blushing, okay? Like we're getting pigmentation from it, which I really do like. So I think this is a really beautiful palette. I definitely think if you're interested in it, check it out. If you are someone who is even not getting married, but you're just like, I like to do my own makeup. This is a color story I can get with. Like, I think it's a really great investment in terms of a palette that you can create a plethora of looks for sure. But I was really happy with it. And I think too, I like that this has less shimmers, more mattes, because when you think of wedding day looks, at least when I think of it too, most people want a wedding look, like an eye look that's either going to be all matte or they want like subtle pops of shimmer. They don't want anything too intense, but they want the intensity to be there. Like, they want the differentiation there, but they don't want anything to be like too dramatic, too over the top, because most of us are not wearing makeup all the time. So your wedding day makeup might be the most makeup that you wear, you know, on that day, or special event makeup. But I'm really, really pleased with this eyeshadow palette. Thank you so much. I didn't say this in the beginning, but thank you so much to Sydney Grace for sending the palette to me. They did send it to me. Very happy to have it. They did not ask for me to create any content with it. But when I saw it, I was like, content will be created. And I am wearing this eye look in my Fenty Beauty concealer video, and also in the reels that I created. And so many of you all, like, I'm getting more comments on my eye look in, in my reels than I am actually on the concealer, which I'm debuting. So that told me a lot, because at first I was kind of like, I don't know if people want to see this. Maybe I'll just do a reels and like call it quits. But based on the feedback that I've gotten, I was like, okay, maybe we'll walk ourselves through this eyeshadow palette. So definitely check it out. Let me know your thoughts. If you already have it, tell me what you think. And yeah, if there are any questions that I did not answer in reviewing this palette, let me know and leave them down in the comment section below. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, okay, that's your right, but I would like for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad, because we'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.